Jackson Radio Show.
What's up, Amerikanskis? 11 people have left the Trump administration, and I heard that's the most of any administration in like modern times. And the sky is falling the way the media would present it. Donald Trump can't keep anybody in his house. People are leaving him left and right. Glad you guys are here. Welcome to the Kevin Jackson Show, KJRadio.com. Donald Trump struggling to keep his staff. I don't know if you guys remember, but I told you, don't sweat this stuff. Leave it alone. Donald Trump is bringing actual business practices to government. See, here's what happens in government. You get a job, you're there for life. It doesn't matter if you're completely incompetent, Hillary Clinton. It don't matter if you're completely incompetent, Susan Rice. It doesn't matter if you're completely incompetent, Barack Obama. They will leave you there. How long do congressmen and senators stay in office? Anybody? Till they die. You know what Donald Trump has done to the Republican Party? He's got people retiring. Now, the left will tell you, that's bad. Look at the Republicans that are leaving office, the congressmen who are quitting. They want you to, they get doggone Shakespearean on you. They're leaving right now. Look at them go. They're like I'm in some British theater. The fact is, that's what should be happening. They should be term limiting themselves. You know why these fools are term limiting? Because they know the jig is up. Donald Trump is going to hold their feet to the fire. He's going to make them live up to what they've promised their constituents. That's why they're leaving. Now, not us, but the left, they're used to people standing around. Look at them. They're going, man. Donald Trump's making people go. They don't like him. No, they don't like him. They sure don't. They don't like effective leadership. We know what's funny about that? Congress's ratings are always less than 20%. And when they're leaving, the press will tell you, oh my gosh, look at that. That's bad news for Donald Trump. No, if your popularity is under 20%, 80% of the people want you gone, and then the press tells you they're leaving, and then they're like, oh, look at them leave. That's not good. You kind of get an idea of what's going on, don't you? You see what I'm saying? So Donald Trump, Hope Hicks is leaving his administration. Look, I don't know what Hope Hicks does. I'm presuming she's good at what she does. I know this. If she said that she was telling little white lies for me, I'd fire her. Now, I heard she just left of her own accord. Don't know, don't care. You don't go on. Yeah, I've told little white lies for the president. Oh, he's running a bit late. Oh, his car broke down. Oh, the dog ate his homework. You don't need to make excuses for the president of the United States. He got held up in a meeting. He's making the press wait because he has no respect for him. Tell them the truth. You have a person who says, I want transparency. That's another funny thing about all of this. Donald Trump gets on Twitter. He says, Sessions is a tool. I don't know why I hired this guy. I'm really mad. He won't do what his job is supposed to be and go after the people who are committing crimes. And people go, look at him. He's attacking Sessions on it. Let me tell you something, folks. Barack Obama promised you transparency. Do you think he was really happy with Hillary Clinton? Do you think that on the heels of Benghazi, this clown could say, yeah, I have the utmost faith in my Secretary of State who just got 4 people killed and could have gotten dozens more if it were not for special forces? Yeah, I'm proud of her. Name me something he could be proud of her accomplishments as Secretary of State. Legitimately. Nothing. What about John Kerry? As feckless as the rest. Joe Biden, biggest idiot on the planet. And I could go down the list. Susan Rice, incompetent to her rotten core. The FBI, James Comey, on down the line. Does he ever say anything about? No, because Mr. Transparency wouldn't say anything. Why? Because he was as crooked as they are. He was as incompetent as they are. He couldn't say anything. So you got all these incompetents over here, and the media doesn't say a word. Oh, Barack Obama doesn't have turnover. Yeah, really? Why not? He's losing elections across the board. Lost 1,000 seats. You think he would go to somebody and go, this is crazy. Trade policy, crazy bad. You think he'd follow his commerce secretary? Nope. He didn't fire anybody for anything. Even when they were embroiled in scandal, they got promoted, not fired. But the left will tell you, wow, look at him. He didn't have any turmoil in his administration. He said that. That crazy clown said he didn't have any turmoil in his administration. Let me just say, Eric Holder in Fast and Furious, contempt of Congress. Let me tell you something, folks. If you think that Barack Obama didn't have any turmoil in his presidency, wait till this year when there's turmoil for outside of his presidency. These people can front and they can do whatever they want. Debbie Wasserman Schultz will go down this year. The I-1 investigation is coming back. Hillary Clinton will go down this year. James Comey will go down, and many members of the FBI, McCabe, Strzok, Lisa Page, and many others. Mueller may end up in trouble in the hot seat for all of what he's done. And finally, Barack Obama. But they tell you, oh, he didn't have any controversy. He was okay. Very few people left the Obama administration. Yeah. Obama needed bad people around him. He needed the most incompetent people, so it made him look good. Joe Biden makes Obama look studly. You don't have to believe me, folks. Look at who the batting order coming up. Kamala Harris, Cory Booker. Those are the new names, the new fresh faces. Idiots both. And who else? It's a bunch of retreads. Elizabeth Warren's now saying, I really am an Indian. Don't need to stop it. I'm an Indian. And you got Hillary Clinton, who still thinks she's in the mix. Joe Biden thinks he's in the mix. Bernie Sanders thinks he's in the mix. And all the other hapless rubes over there that think they're in the mix. They think they're going to do good in 2018. They don't even turn over their own people when they know they're losers. To even be talking about Hillary Clinton again is a joke. I dare. Let me just say this again. I want the leftists to hear me now. Hear me clear. I dare you to run with Hillary Clinton. If she's so popular and so powerful, I dare any politician that's out there run with Hillary. I dare any politician that's out there sign up Obama. I want to see it. If Elizabeth Warren is a legitimate candidate, get her on the ballot. Sign her up. Get her to help you run. If Kamala Harris is going to help your campaign, get her down. I'd love to see it. Cory Booker, Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders. Not one of them will add to the fabric of any race that's out there. Any race going on in the country. The only way the Democrats win races are very simple. They pour money in and they cheat. That's it. If you really got campaign finance reform and you limited, crazy money and fraudulent money into these campaigns, and you stop them from cheating at the polls, Democrats wouldn't win an election in the heart of Illinois, of Chicago. They'd lose that. Don't believe them for a second. Folks, you're watching a complete distortion. That's not even the right word. A turnover in how business is done in Washington. See, Washington is business as usual. It's been that way for decades. And so Donald Trump has people leave and people, oh, look at that, this is terrible. People leaving the Trump administration is good news. It is the same thing that happens in corporate America. They bring on a bunch of people, they start work, they look at how the work is going, and they go, you know what? We got to start cutting staff. These people are not qualified. Now, you may move people around, and maybe Donald Trump could do some of that and they go, I don't know, don't care. But what I do know is this. If you cannot do your job, you should be gone. And there are people, quite frankly, that wouldn't be gone if the left hadn't been, playing their crooked games. Michael Flynn's a good example. He wouldn't have been gone. He'd still be President Trump's national security advisor, and he'd be a good one. But there are people that needed to be gone. They didn't understand what Donald Trump was doing. They didn't understand what his mission was. They were used to politics as usual. I'll use Reince Priebus as an example. I'll get to him here in a second in more detail. But Reince he's used to the way things were done in the past. He wasn't used to where the future was going. Trump wanted people that understood Republican politics, but he wanted people that understood where he was taking it. And Reince Priebus was not there for that. Katie, what's-her-face, she wasn't prepared for that. In fact, I think she was a waste of space to begin with. But Trump let her come along because she was part of Priebus's team. So he got the lay of the land. And as I said to you guys, I warned you, the left, the biggest warning is Trump saying, I'm just understanding how to do this, and still look at the year that I had. We got more to talk about this.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.